Hello everybody, Hunter Bakes here, back with a review. Everyone, before I get to today's video, everybody, do, well, for you all, everybody, that, this video is everyone's recorded for a different device or what, everybody usually record my videos for YouTube on my iPhone there, but, I was recently given an iPad Air as a gift for a family member of mine, so, watching this, thank you very much for the gift. So, now, for some of my older subscribers, you may remember that I did use to record videos through the iPad there, but I had some storage issues there, and plus the microphone for the iPad was not necessarily the best quality there, and there were some of the videos I record through it there. Sometimes the audio got cut out, stuff like that there, so I have transitioned through doing my videos to the phone since then there. So, but I'm recording this video through the new iPad here, see how everything works out, everybody, and turns out pretty well there. Then I might make my iPad to do permanent thing there to record my videos with, at least until I start getting streaming stuff there, the equipment for streaming and stuff like that there, and get a PC and stuff like that, make better quality videos and stuff like that there. So yeah. But anyways, everybody, today's review one is what do y'all maybe this is the short thing coming there. It's been another reaction death battle, everybody. It's been a reaction to the latest episode, everybody. That being Shadow the Hedgehog versus Ryuko Matoi. Now, views of the channel there. Some of my older reviews of the channel there. Remember, in the past, I'm a fan of Kill a Kill there. Some older videos there. I remember I brought watching the series there, and I was actually gonna make Kill la Kill my first ever review for the trailer one, but things fell through there. I kind of had to cancel that project there. I still really enjoy the series there. Might try to review it sometime in the future there. Yeah, try to watch a review it sometime in the future there. And I do. If those who see some action figure reviews, everybody, but I do have a Figma figure of Ryuko Matoi. So yeah. And I'm a fan of the Sonic franchise. Everybody played Sonic games there. Plus, I reviewed the Sonic movie last year. So yeah. So I'm a fan of both franchises there, everybody. So yeah. And like I said, but the last Death Battle reaction, everybody. There should be an interesting fight here. Although before I get into the reaction, everybody, were a couple of things that I have been thinking about going into this fight, everybody. Mainly 4 different things there. So I want y'all keep in mind here before I enter this video here. I've been wondering about. I've heard some people in the versus the main community talk about as well there. The first one is Death Battle going to be allowing Ryuko to use her red suit? Now, for those of you who haven't watched Kill la Kill there, might have spoilers. So yeah, spoiler word up ahead. But at the end of the series there, Ryuko got this red suit there and transformed her and Senketsu, her clothing that talked there, that helped her transform and whatnot. They ended up getting that power by getting the life force energy line things there from all the other characters who had weapon clothing and whatnot there. So that way she could have the power to defeat her mother, who was planning to turn everybody on Earth into life clothes like these there. Kill la Kill is a very random show. Driven one, but it's very random there, so maybe I say people made Your Lagon there, so expect some random stuff, everybody, so yeah. But I've heard some people debate whether Death Battle's gonna include that there, because Death Battle, they've gotten a long history of not including outside interference there. Now granted, some people could make the argument they made some exceptions to that rule there. Like with Goku there, they allowed Goku to use the Spirit Bomb with some of the fights against Superman there. And for those of you who've seen Dragon Ball, Goku has used other people's assistance to get their energy to help build the Spirit Bomb and stuff like that there. So, well, there have been times where it has been required that he gets it from the energy from the planet, and other things around the area, whatnot there. So yeah. So if Ryuko's not gonna be using the red suit there, then that's gonna be a big disadvantage for her there compared to Shadow there. But if she is, then I do believe a little better chances there. Second thing nearby is is Ryuko strong enough to handle Super Shadow? As for those of you who are familiar with Sonic there, Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, they can transform to the Super Transformation there, using the Chaos Emeralds there, but it only lasts for a few minutes there, so um yeah, Server Barbarian one trying to control here. But anyways, so that's another thing to factor in the fight here. See if Ryuko could outlast Shadow's transformation there. If she can, then she will probably better chance of winning the matchup there. If she can survive Super Shadow there, but Super Shadow's pretty powerful there. The games, and in the comics there, which brings me to the next thing, everybody. Third thing, is if Death Battle's gonna be using a positive version of characters there. I brought this up in my in my worst episode of Death Battle list, everybody, where there have been some fights where Death Battle used composite versions of different characters and stuff like that there. And I've heard some people in the first debate community debate on whether that's a good option or not there, or if they should just do they should do composite versions, or if they should just stick with a specific version of a character there. Everyone, if they're using composite version of characters, everyone, I do believe Shadow will have a relatively strong chance of winning the matchup here because, uh, while well, as while Shadow in the games is pretty powerful there, the Archie Comics version of Shadow is a lot stronger there, is compared to the Sonic Games counterpart there. So if they bring in if they factor in the stuff for the comics there, then I do believe Shadow it'll increase its chances of winning the matchup here over Ryuko there. So. And fourth thing, everybody, is about this is Shadow's third time on Death Battle there, and for those of you who have followed up with Shadow's win-loss record in Death Battle, you all should know that he's currently 0-2. The first time he lost to Vegeta there, which was an outcome I think a lot of people will agree is pretty accurate there. Those two were the fight there. And then there's the second time round was when he fought Mewtwo, but he ended up losing the fight because Mewtwo did some like mind control thing there, gave Shadow amnesia and whatnot. And I've heard some people debate on whether that's accurate or not there because there was only been very minor cases of Shadow falling for mind control and whatnot there, but not necessarily enough to be a major factor to him losing Mewtwo there. A lot of people felt like Shadow should have won. I've heard a lot of people felt like Shadow should have won because he's a stronger two there. And he's a lot faster than Mewtwo and stuff like that there, so yeah. And they feel like Silver probably would have been a better matchup for Mewtwo instead there, so yeah. But nevertheless, Death Battle's record, Shadow's record Death Battle is currently 0-2 there, so there's lots of some people wonder if Death Battle is gonna be having Shadow finally get a win here against Ryuko. So there's just a couple things to kind of factor in before we get into the episode here. Usually I do like a prediction before the analysis there, before the fight, after the analysis there and whatnot. But everyone, based on my knowledge of two characters here, from my memory there and whatnot, I do believe Shadow does have the edge over Ryuko here. When it comes to different areas there. Now I do think Ryuko will probably put a good fight against Shadow there, but I do believe Shadow has edge over her in certain categories that I do believe it's enough of a difference to have him win the matchup here. So yeah, but we'll find out what's gonna happen here, everybody. So yeah. As usual, everyone, if you haven't seen the original video, link will be description down below there. I think a minute there, the YouTube map rebooted there, so. Alright, here we go, right now. As usual, everybody, if you haven't seen the original video, link will be description down below there, so. So we get right to reaction here, begin in 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's this right here. Alright. Looks like they're having a little card game there, so. Then Chad there. Praise Death Battle. Oh, Death Battle card game, eh? Huh. Might check that out there. Alright, here we go, everybody.
Shadow the Hedgehog, powerhouse of chaos and rival to Sonic.
And Ryuko Matoi, the teen fighter in life fiber from Kill la Kill.
They both may be try-hard incarnate, but when the chips are down, who is the deadliest edgelord of them all?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
There we go with the analysis, everybody.
Dr. Gerald Robotnik, grandfather to the Dr. Eggman we all know, had a problem. His granddaughter, Maria, was dying, succumbing to a neuroimmunity disease with no known cure.
Jump over, everybody. I'll try to keep it control here.
When the government contacted him to build the ultimate life form, he figured its DNA could cure Maria no problem. So he took the job, and by studying the infinite power of Chaos Emeralds with some alien assistance, he made the one and only Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, the ordered Shadow right there, everybody.
Did the government commission him, or was it Hot Topic?
Since when were hedgehogs ultimate disease-curing life forms? I mean, Gerald's prototype was a lizard, which sort of makes sense, as certain reptiles have regenerative tissue, but then he went from this to a hedgehog. Okay?
Who cares if he's a lizard, hedgehog, squirrel, or whatever, Wiz? All that matters is he's super badass looking, super badass sounding,
the burpee under control here.
by chaos. Literally.
Shadow's powers are directly tied to those of the Miracle Gems Chaos Emeralds. He can tap into their power for incredible feats, similar to his Blue Blur rival. Likely for this very reason, he actually possesses many of the same abilities as Sonic.
You know, the guy who's so fast he can almost outrun a black hole?
Spin attacks, homing attacks, spin dashes, etc.
But unlike his blue buddy, Shadow's not afraid to get serious and bust out some lead. Hey, Sonic, why use a spin attack when you've got a goddamn gun or a sword as big as you? Look at that thing!
I saw pictures of the artifact in the comics there, so.
Like heat barriers and magnetic lightning shields. But he also has some unique gear all of his own.
His air shoes are way cooler than Sonic's sneakers. They can boost his speed to match Sonic's and also let him fly. Kind of. He's even got some gear attached that lets him attack at the speed of light.
However, all of these abilities and equipment are mere accessories to Shadow's true power, the might of chaos itself. Even without an emerald on hand, Shadow can summon similar power, manifesting attacks like Black Tornado, Chaos Blast, or the deadly Chaos Spear.
But even though they totally asked for Doc Jerry to make Shadow, the feds got spooked and tried to shut down the project. And that's when things went bad. Like, really bad.
Yep.
Shadow was successfully sealed away, but in the crossfire, a life was lost. Maria.
Locked up and super pissed off, Shadow had plenty of time to work on his angsty poetry. And Jerry had time to give him fake memories and a need for revenge against all humanity. Wiz, you think we're ever gonna find a scientist who doesn't go totally bonkers?
I mean, what about me?
Okay.
Well, since Maria was Shadow's only real friend, revenge seemed like a good idea, which was a serious problem considering just how powerful he is.
He can teleport, slow down, or even stop time, and even time traveled a bit. And just like any teenage boy, he's got some serious mood swings he doesn't like to talk about.
Which can actually affect his abilities. With negative emotion, his raw power intensifies. With positive emotion, he gains more control. But when it comes down to it, the government may have been right to worry. Shadow possesses so much power, even he can't always control it.
Chaos powers are crazy. Sonic once used all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds to literally rebuild the Earth.
This is why Shadow wears inhibitor rings, which limit how much chaos energy he can release at once. When he does remove them, what he loses in control is made up for by a massive increase in power, enough to match that of a whole Chaos Emerald. What? What are you looking at?
Is that, do you have a ring on your robot arm?
It was, gift?
Cool. Now, good luck with that. All the rings I've given out to people always get sent back eventually. Anyway, Spiky Head's so powerful, he teleported an entire space colony and even a giant asteroid. Plus, he's held back this huge space plant monster.
And of course, tapping into the power of additional Chaos Emeralds increases his power to unbelievable heights.
By doing a tango with all 7, he can turn into Super Shadow.
Yep.
Now, without power rings, this form can't stick around for more than a full minute. But while he's golden, he's got super enhanced abilities, is basically invulnerable, and he can fly.
Base Shadows not only survived being shot out of a cannon, but he's just as tough as Sonic, who survived the space station Death Egg exploding right in front of him. Most impressively, as Super Shadow, he and Supersonic were fired into planet Aquarius, obliterating it. This would take over a whole exaton of TNT.
So you've explained. All this happened because after 50 years of Shadow being trapped, Eggman himself released him to conquer the world. Sonic and crew had to stop him from destroying all mankind, but really he's so fast he'd wreck anyone's shit before they noticed.
Shadow has dodged gunfire and destroyed enemies without being seen, but his light speed attacks are stated as being exactly that, light speed. Almost 3 million meters per second.
So Shadow's super strong and super fast.
Yep.
Makes sense he's a formidable enemy to just about anyone.
Lucky for our heroes, they inspired Shadow to regain his memories of Maria, who actually wanted him to protect humanity instead of, destroy it.
He may have softened up, but he'll always be the edgy hedgehog we love to hate to love.
Understood. Initiating the mission now.
Now to
Thousands of
Ryuko.
years ago, aliens that would come to be known as life fibers crashed to Earth. These parasites attached themselves to the most intelligent species they could find. Humans.
And they even got humans to make them into clothes so it was easier for them to live on us. And provide viewers with gratuitous fan service.
Yeah. Anyway, the life fibers helped humans evolve more quickly and soon just passively survived as humanity developed. But some weren't content with such passivity, like Ryuko Matoi, who had access to the original primordial life fiber that landed on Earth so long ago.
And humans are gonna human, so she and her husband experimented on that sucker like nobody's business.
They attempted to infuse fibers into both of their daughters. Their first daughter was too old for the experiment to be a success, and it appeared that their infant second daughter was also a failure, so Ryuko just threw her away.
Whoa!
Yeah, she was a
away
real-
her baby? Kinda
Certain
reminds me
B-word
of how
there.
my dad just threw away our relationship.
Well, fortunately for this child, her father couldn't stand by Ryuko's decision and rescued her, assuming the name Ishin Matoi, and raised this daughter himself. This is Ryuko.
And it's Ryuko.
Yeah, things were okay for a while, but it wasn't a picnic at the Matoi household. Ryuko and Ishin didn't always get along, so he shipped her off to boarding school to find other people there instead of him. When she finally came home, she found dear old dad bleeding out, impaled by a weird-looking sword.
This was the first half of what would become her signature weapon,
Yep.
the Scissor Blade.
And the Scissor Blade's
In
there.
Ishin's last moments, he urged Ryuko to find whoever wielded the other half of the weapon, the one who killed him.
Ryuko might not have known it, but the scissor blades were created by her father out of life fibers.
They're actually one of the only weapons that can cut and destroy life fibers, which
Yep.
is important when your opponents are all using, life fibers.
I would say we take a shot every time we say life fiber, but you'd definitely die, Wiz. And do not try that at home. Anyway, with the quest of revenge and half a scissor blade, she started hunting down her father's killer. But she couldn't do it by herself, so she found a skimpy sailor suit to help her out. Yeah, here's that fan service thing I was telling you about.
This is Senketsu, a living suit made from life fibers, also known as a kamui. Now, there's plenty of clothing out there made with some life fiber, but a kamui like Senketsu is unique in that it's made of 100% life fiber. And yes, I said living suit.
Wait, Ryuko! These assassins can't hear me! That feels nice. Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Not just anyone can wear Senketsu, as they have to successfully bond with him for the process to work.
Yep.
Lucky for Ryuko, she absolutely could, in no small part thanks to the life fibers infused within her body when she was an infant.
See, Mom, you trash person, it did work. And when she and Senketsu learned how to work together, there wasn't much that could stand in their way. He's more than just a sailor outfit.
As a life fiber construct, Senketsu can absorb other life fibers to increase his own power, allowing him to transform to gain new abilities.
His Senjin form makes him super spiky, and his Shifu form turns Ryuko into a badass fighting rocket.
He's also able to combine both the Senjin and Shifu forms for more versatility. Admittedly, though, each of these transformations comes at a cost for Ryuko as they're fueled by Senketsu consuming her blood.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that part there.
Dangerous in his berserker form that occurs when Ryuko gets too upset and Senketsu loses control. If not stopped in time, she could die from too much blood loss.
But most impressive is when Ryuko straight up goes flying Super Saiyan and Senketsu turns into his Kisaragi form.
As they are
It's
fully
way
red
more
suit there.
powerful and uses even more of her blood. What's the deal? Is Senketsu a vampire?
Well, a popular theory suggests that it's all a metaphor for puberty. Senketsu pulling out Ryuko's blood is symbolic of menstruation, and the skimpier outfits visualize acceptance of sexuality and adulthood, except she's a teenager who already went through puberty?
Wiz, do you have a daughter?
No.
I thought so. At least having life fiber DNA means she has crazy abilities on top of Senketsu's transformations, like insane super fast healing.
Basically, life fibers restore themselves so quickly that Ryuko's body starts regenerating before a blade has finished cutting through her. Unless someone is quick enough to cut through her body before this regeneration begins, she can survive almost anything.
She's been stabbed and sliced tons of times, including completely in half, and even had her heart ripped out of her chest. Can we get this chick as the next guest character in Mortal Kombat? I mean, they're taking basically anybody these days, so...
Her strength is
well,
incredible.
you're not
At one
wrong,
point, she
Boomstick.
had to blast a hole through a layer of life fibers surrounding the entire planet. Life fibers are stated to be harder than solid steel.
Well, they are
so
including the
to
red
pull
suit
this
there,
off,
so
she
yeah.
must have struck with a force equivalent to over 650 exatons of TNT.
Which means she'd be able to take a hit that strong, too. But with all these powers and more, Ryuko finally found her father's killer.
And completed the rending scissors.
These swords can casually cut through skyscrapers and have some super forms of their own. Decapitation mode extends the blades for better slicing and dicing, while alumni mode makes them so gigantic they eclipse the freaking Earth. What is this show?
Next to Ryuko, one scissor blade is normally about 2.5 feet long. Scaling up, the alumni mode appears to be about 1,017 times larger,
Holy
weighing
smokes.
well over 3 million tons. If you have a pair of normal scissors at home, imagine lifting 50 billion of those all at once. That's what this is like.
She can slice through 200 tennis balls 5 times each in less than a second, which us in the scientifically community call fast as f***.
Or 8,000 times faster than sound. And she rocketed into the atmosphere in less than 18 seconds, which means her flying speed can reach Mach 500.
Wait. Why is everyone naked?
Ryuko may not have had the easiest upbringing, but after dedicating herself to revenge for so long, and yet saving the entire planet, she had become something unexpected. A hero.
Yep.
Let's go! Gonna slice your ass in half!
Alright then.
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, Shadow and Ryuko are always...
Alright. Everyone, I didn't really intend to have a pause after the analysis there, but listen, see some of the stuff there. If we refresh my memory of some of the stuff there from Kill la Kill and some games there, Shadow was in, so. Yeah, there were definitely some things Death Battle brought up there that's gonna be tricky for Shadow to beat Ryuko there, like the regenerative abilities there. Of course, the stuff with the light fibers there, so. But I don't know for sure it's going to be enough to turn the edge there. I mean, Shadow, he clearly has got this edge speed there. I mean, Dead Battle said that he's got light speed there. Well, Ryuko, she's several times faster than speed of sound there, so. But I did, like I said, everybody. If they were gonna do composite version characters there, and I do believe Shadow still have the edge there, and it's like they are factored stuff for the comics as well. So I'm still gonna go for Shadow in this matchup here, but it's not gonna be a one-sided fight there. So I think Ryuko's gonna put up a good fight. So yeah, still go with Shadow though. But anyways, let's go. Still, there should be a good matchup either way. So anyways, let's go get right into the video, back into the video here, everyone. So yeah.
Ready to perform, and make sure you are with Blue Chew. This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Blue Chew. You know, in our death battles, we can't allow our contestants using anything to enhance their
Blue Chew
performances.
Busters
Luckily,
there.
these rules don't apply when it comes to your confidence in your bed. And Blue Chew has you covered. With their chewable tablets, Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence to the bedroom.
That's right. Blue Chew is a unique online prescription service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost.
All this with no visits to the doctor, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy, just a discreet package shipped right to your door.
Blue Chew's tablets combat all forms of ED and can help men gain extra confidence for when it's time to perform. And the process is so simple.
All you have to do is sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers to help you find the right ingredient and strength, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
So if you think you could benefit from a little extra confidence when it's time to perform, just head on over to BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information.
And we've got a special deal for you. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BATTLE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com promo code BATTLE to receive your first month free.
It's up for
Blue Chew
everybody.
for sponsoring the show.
But right now,
Sorry for everybody. Try to get control here. Oh yeah, here we go, everybody. Let's go.
Hey, you cut me off, asshat!
Who cares?
Ryuko, maybe we should...
Oh, yeah?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Chaos control!
Oh.
He's anticipating you. You should anticipate him instead.
No shit, stupid!
Damn.
Let's get faster! Shaku!
You know,
Aw, did your mommy pack that sword for you?
Careful. That hurts.
Have a little faith!
oh.
Time to end this. Behold my power.
Senkan Kisaragi!
Alright, here we go now.
Faker.
Scissor blade! Sayonara, dipshit!
Oh, the inhibitor rates out. Ooh. That might be a wrap here, folks.
Chaos blast. I'm the coolest.
Alright, looks like Shadow finally got away there, Death Battle, everybody.
You know, we made fun of how little clothing Ryuko was wearing, but Shadow's been naked the whole time.
Armed with Senkets, her scissor blades, and her life fiber buffs, Ryuko was definitely a match for Shadow at first.
Yeah, with her
That's another
awesome
prediction correct for me
strength
there, buddy.
combined with her insane endurance, Space Form Shadow was in a lot of trouble. But even then, it wasn't a surefire win for the Rocket Chick.
Outside of his super form, Shadow never withstood anything on the scale of Ryuko's hole in the life fibers surrounding Earth. At her maximum power, she could have easily dealt a killing blow if she could catch him. Shadow could keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog, whose race against the black hole proves he can move over 260,000 times faster than sound. Far faster than anything Ryuko's shown, and more than quick enough to slice through a life fiber before it has time to heal.
Once the red and black Hedgehog turned red and gold, Ryuko didn't really have a way to take him down. I mean, Super Shadow's Chaos powers use all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which can move pieces of the Earth around.
Considering Earth's total mass and the speed at which each piece was moved, this would require exerting energy equivalent to 1.6 decillion joules, which translates to over 2,800 zetatons of TNT.
That's a ton of power. A lot more than Ryuko's biggest hits. Even 1 Chaos Emerald is enough to match Ryuko's best. And considering Shadow can match the power of an emerald when he takes off those inhibitors, he had better odds of winning even without going super.
Ryuko put up an amazing fight, one for the ages, but Shadow's unmatched power and speed proved too much for Our Lady in Black and Red.
Hey, he's pretty beat up about it too. Do you know what he said when he was asked what his favorite anime is?
I like the one with the edgy girl and the scissor blade.
It's canon. No, really.
In clothing, the Hedgehog couldn't be overshadowed, and Ryuko's life fiber was snipped.
The winner is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Alright,
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there and by downloading the battle music link down below.
Alright there, what does he even fight next episode here? Lex Luthor here, come back. Another Doom, alright then, okay. 2 previous competitors returning. 1 loser, 1 winner. This should be interesting. And for those who remember back in the day there, my very first Death Battle reaction was Dr. Doom versus Darth Vader, so... so, cool to see Doom come back there, and Lex Luthor went up against Iron Man and lose effort there on Death Battle, so... should be interesting to see how things are going to be playing out here, so... As for overall thoughts of the episode, everyone really liked it there. That was a 10 episode there. Good job. They did a good job with the 2D animation there between Shadow and Ryuko there. Doesn't really done well done fight there between the two of them there. And like I said, what I saw there, the research was on point there. And like I said before I began the reaction here, I do believe Ryuko was gonna put a good fight there. I don't know for sure she was gonna defeat Shadow there, since Shadow was a lot faster, stuff like that there. So yeah. Overall, good episode there. I'll make sure to watch Dr. Doom versus Lex Luthor there. I'll make sure to be catch up with some older episode Death Battles with everybody. So we'll also do some more reaction videos, some other videos later on, everybody. Speaking of next, everyone, the next video, everybody, will be my review on the Zack Snyder cut for Justice League, everybody. So make sure you all see for that. Till then, I'll wrap things up for now. If you like what we saw here, make sure you hit the like button. New channel to subscribe to the bell notification icon so when we see the uploads. I will see you all next time. Till next time, Harpic, say out. Peace.